Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to talk about the mangas I'm going to read in 2023, or the mangas like I'm in the middle of right now and which volume I'm on. I did this last year and I just watched that video and I haven't really moved very far. Like I think I'm literally like 2 volumes later on most of them. I actually had like a couple of months last year where I took a pause from manga, like I think at least like 3 or 4 months of the year altogether. So granted that slowed me down, and then I started many new series, which means that I also slows me down. So my system is, if you don't know, because I like to have systems, is that I read a volume, let's say Demon Slayer, that's the next one I have to read, volume 12. Once I finish volume 12, I will order 13. Then I will put 13 when it arrives on the bottom of my manga list. And then like eventually Demon Slayer volume 13 will move upwards as I read like the ones on the top. Let's say Land of Lustrous is underneath Demon Slayer, that will go on the bottom after, etc. And then I pre-order the ones that like have not have the next one out, and when they come in they go on the bottom of the list, and etc. And then there's like a kind of a circle in it, but it also makes it a long time between I read every volume. And if the more series I read, the longer the list is. I don't know if that makes sense for anyone but me, but it makes sense for me, and I like the system because it makes me read many different series, but not a lot of process in those series. But yeah, I'm gonna go through which one I will be reading this year and where I am at, because apparently that is interesting for me to follow. So last year I actually had a lot of problems with getting hold of manga. That was like my main issue, whereas I hadn't continued so many series because I couldn't get the next volume. Now the problem is not as prominent. I feel like it's much better now. It's much easier to get most volumes. Not a lot of them are sold out anymore, so that is good. But I started so many new ones, and then I also like haven't like put them down, like not that I didn't have them, but like some that I was reading I'm not reading now, I don't know. Like there was one I talked about, I think in my last one, called Our Dreams at Dusk, which is like a 4-volume manga series about a gay teen, and I still have not picked up the second volume, and I probably won't for a while. So it's just like kind of that, like it's on hold, it's on pause for me. But yeah, let's talk about the ones that I am actually reading. And that is first off Demon Slayer Volume 12 by Koyoharu Gotoruya. This one I don't remember which volume I was on last year. I think it was volume 7. It was this one here. It was volume 8. And I'm now on volume 12. But I haven't actually read this one yet. So that is some progress, I guess. I said last year I wanted to finish it that year. It didn't happen. It's not gonna happen this year either. If I did this like every one time I bought one, then sure. But yeah, it's only 23 volumes long. Oh, is it 21? 20? Something around 20. It's done and everything. I don't know what I'm doing. But I love it. I love it. And this one is where it moves above, beyond the anime, unless more is out that I haven't caught up on. So I will be spoiled. But I'm ready. So this is the next one I will read, which I in theory need to read today. So there's that. Let's see what progress I will have made by the end of the year. I'm thinking from 3 to 5 more volumes, but we shall see. And Demon Slayer follow, for those who don't know, it follows Hanako, whose whole family is killed, and then his sister turned into demon, and he wants to turn her back into human, so he becomes a Demon Slayer, so he will work closely with the demons and can like study them, and not study them, but like he's trying to ask them basically like, how do I turn a demon back to human? And they're all just laughing in his face, and he's trying to find out like how to turn her back. And it's like a whole fight between humans and demons that's been going on for a really long time. Very much recommend. Then we have Jujutsu Kaisen, which I have 2 of for the reason that this is the prequel. So this is volume 0, which I picked up on sale. This one is like on the top of the list. This is my next read. And then when I read that, I will also later read volume 16, which is much further down on the list, but that's beside the point. Here's Jujutsu Kaisen. I think last year, I said it in the video, but I don't remember which volume I was on. But I had made some kind of progress. Oh, we have all down to volume 15 here as well. I have forgotten. Yeah, I have made some progress though, because I think I was on like 12. I don't even know. But like still, I was like actually all caught up. And then I let myself not be caught up anymore because I think more has been released. But yeah, volume 16. I might catch up on this. Catch up, because it's not a finished series. But catch up on like the English releases. So we shall see. Jujutsu Kaisen follows, if you don't know, what's his name again? I forgot his name every time. It's Itadori, who is really fast and really strong, and then he finds out that he has the powers to be a Jujutsu sorcerer, which is people who can fight these curses, kind of like demons in a way. And then he starts Jujutsu High, which is like a school for people who can fight curses, and like he's gonna fight them. He also saw like a cursed finger, which means that he's also now has like a kind of demon inside of him in a way. It's a weird shit going on. It has a weird magic system as well, but I really enjoy it, so I'm gonna keep reading it. But yeah, it's weird, but it's really fun and I very much recommend. The next one we have here is Spy Family by Tetsuya Endo, which I have volume 8 of. I don't know when 9 is coming or if it's already out. Last year, I think the next one I said I would need to read was 7, but the progress I has made, it's not because that I'm not reading them, it's just that I think just 1 or 2 volumes are coming out every year and then I eventually catch up. So it's not like my fault, because it's an ongoing series, it takes a while to come out. And this one follows Master Spy Twilight, who needs to have an undercover family. He gets a wife who's an assassin, but he doesn't know, and the other who's a telepath, and he doesn't know that either. But she knows that what they are, but they don't know about each other. And it's the most hilarious and funniest and best thing I ever read. And I'm very excited for volume 8. Again, don't remember if volume 9 is out in English. I'm talking English releases here if you don't know. So we shall see. But I would definitely read that as well. Eventually volume 10 if that is out this year. Probably should have checked this before, but it was so many series that literally would take me ages, and you get the point. So then we have Land of the Lustrous by Haruko Ichikawa. This is volume 6. I think last year I had read 2 maybe or 3, I don't even remember. I just watched a video, I don't remember. This is a series I picked out because so many mangas I couldn't get a hold of last year, so I need to start up some new ones so I could fill in my quota. So not quota, I can fill in my list, I don't even know what to call it. And now I'm volume 6. I think it's still, this series is on hold. There's 11 volumes out, but I think it is going to continue. And this one just follows these crystal-like people living on this island. They're being attacked by these Lunarians. They don't know why, and they can kind of break and be put back together since they're made of crystal, and we try to find out like why, how, etc. It's kind of like a mystery of why they're like this, and that's what we're trying to figure out. And it's really fun and really, really weird and different, but I very much like it, and I'm going to continue it. So volume 6 is the next one. Let's see how many I get to. I would want to say I would catch up this year. Probably won't happen. Yay. Also later this year when I move, I don't think I will be able to buy any manga because it's expensive, and I won't be like having all my stuff there. So I will probably take a break from manga for like half a year. So in that theory, I probably won't read almost any compared to other years. That made me sad. Why did I say that out loud? Either way, I actually have 2 volumes here of Beastars. We have 17 and 18. And Beastars follows Legoshi, who's a wolf, and he lives in a world where animals don't eat each other anymore, and he's like a predator. But he's actually like the sweetest person in the whole world, but like there's a whole like conflict between the predators and the prey, and then he falls in love with like a little bunny, and there's just a whole thing that ensues for that. That sounds so weird when I say it out loud. It is really weird, but it's really fun. I think when I had my thing last year, I was on volume 12. And now I will soon be on 17 and 18. So I made a little progress in it. I don't know why I keep like holding my manga here. Like you can see that. Either way, this is the one that I actually buy a bit more than the others. I buy this when the next one is a long time until that comes out. That's why I have 2. But yeah, I'm hoping to finish this year. But then I remember the whole thing earlier that I probably won't be in manga for 6 months. So now I'm sad. And then we have Whisper Me a Love Song, volume 6. And I think the one I showed you in last year was either volume 5 or 4. Because they are coming out like 1 or 2 a year again. It's a series I'm caught up on. It follows these 2 girls that fell in love. And I really don't love the series that much anymore. I've really like 2, 3 first volumes, and now I'm like, I am bored. But I am just continuing it because I don't like putting things down when I started it. And already spent so much time and money on it. I'm going to complete it. So volume 6 and onwards. I think the next one's coming soonish. I'm gonna order it when I read this. Yay. And then we have My Hero Academia by Kohiro Koshi, which obviously follows that 80% of the population has a quirk or a superpower. We follow Midoriya, who wants to be a superhero, but he doesn't have a quirk, and then he will get one. So we shall see what happens then when he starts hero school. And this is one of the few that I've been like in for so many years now. I've been like caught up, etc. They take so much space on the shelf because there's 32 volumes of them. I'm gonna keep reading them as they come out. I read it, I order the next one, then it comes in, and then by the time I read the next one is soon out because of my system. So yeah, on 32 now. I don't remember which volume I was on last year, but they come out like 3 to 4 a year or something. I don't even know. They were a bit delayed because of COVID, I think. The time it takes, you know. Then we have actually a series I started last year. That was because Erica just bought me the first volume. And then I had to feel like I had to start it. And now I have another series that is like literally like 20 volumes that I am now on volume 3 of. So that is totally about Hanako-kun by Aida Iro. This follows Hanako-kun, who is literally like connected to a toilet because like a curse. And then he kind of gets bonded with this girl who summons him, and they like kind of, I was gonna say, discover on his school, investigate this school's 7 mysteries, etc. And I'm really enjoying it. It's really, really cute and fun so far. I will continue this, will not finish it by any means, but we will a few volumes of it. So now I'm wondering, like, is it better if I read fewer series that I finish faster? Or is it better has only like 20 series that I will never finish? That is the question. But at least I get many different ones. I don't even know. Like, I read 2 full-length books, then a manga. But I felt that became so expensive. So now I do 3 full-length books and then a manga. So I read also the slower manga than I did before. But that was because money. But I wish I read more manga now, because now I have clearly a lot. Then I'm gonna read some Junji Ito this year. So I have Censor and I have The Liminal Zone. This is 2, I think, standalone, hopefully. And I really, really like these new editions of them. So what I want to say is that when I finish these 2, I will order the next one in these editions somehow. And I don't know which one to pick out. So please tell me down below if you have any recommendation. I'm kind of just picking them out like a bit randomly. Maybe that's not great. But I'm just doing it. And I'm going to read these at least. And I'm very excited. So yay. And I actually managed to continue to Your Eternity by Yoshitsuki Oima. Last video I said I couldn't get hold of volume 3. I got hold of volume 3 and I read it now. And now I need to read volume 4. So I did the progress of 1 volume throughout the whole of 2022. It was literally not my fault though, because literally volume 2 was impossible to get a hold of, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then I saw it in the store one day and I was like, okay, now I'm getting it. So I'm picking up this series again. It follows like an orb who can turn into like many different things, and they're learning about like human life, and there's someone after them, and it is really fun and sweet, and there's like a billion volumes of this as well. So yay for so many series as I am in. Then we have The Girl from the Other Side, which I actually manages to catch up on. So I think last video I said there's like 2 volumes left. I read those. It took me ages apparently. And then I thought I was finished with the series because there was 11 volumes. Then it was like a volume 12 side stories volume, which is this one. I just got this a few days ago. When I read this, I will be officially finished with the series. And I'm just like, oh my god, I finished the series. I also finished another one last year, which was Promised Land, just saying. And did I finish more than that? I don't remember. But one finished, y'all. So next year you will not see this one because I'm done. I mean, if another side story thing comes, I guess I would get that, and then I'm not finished. But I didn't see any announcement or anything for it, so please no more, because I want to be finished with something. Here's another one that I started last year, and that is Boys Run Riot by Keito Gaku. This one follows a trans teen who starts a clothing brand with his friends that like really expresses him, he feels like. And then this has 4 volumes, and I think it's done. So it's like 4 volumes and 1 volume 3. This is the next one I need to read. I'll read 1 more and I will be done. So I can clearly say that I will finish it this year. So excited for myself, and I really, really enjoy it. So I'm very excited to see what I feel about this. And the next one, at least 1 short one in my life, and 1 I will finish. Impressed by myself. Impressed. Then I will continue Bungo Stray Dogs volume 14. In my last video last year, I said I couldn't get hold of volume 13. I did get hold of volume 13 and 14, as you can see. But I did make 1 volume progress in one of my favorite series. It is an abomination. It is set in a world where people have abilities. We have our main character who joins like this agency that kind of goes around and investigates and helps the city to investigate when there's things happening with these abilities. And then we have the mafia that they fight against, and they're like really at each other's throats the whole time. And it is one of the best things ever. The humor, the characters, I love it so much. And I can't believe I'm not caught up anymore, and I'm sad. And then we have Agent Magus Bride by, what's the name of the author again? Koro Yamasaki. I have many volumes of this, as you can see. This is a bit random, but I have actually read all of these except the 7th one. So I actually borrowed all of these from Erica many years ago, and then I had volume 1 for a really long time, and I never continued because I didn't own the rest, and I like to own my manga. I wanted to continue the series, and I was just, Erica, can I just get yours? And she was like, sure. She didn't want them. I just got all of hers. So here they are. So this would be rereads for me except for this one. So when I read volume 1 again, I put just volume 2 on the bottom of the list, etc. So like I don't put like all of them after one another. And then I know there's so many more volumes out now after these years, but I will try to catch up and read as many as I can. I am excited to get back into this series. I just feel like I need to reread because I can't really remember much of like the story because it's been many years. So I will be trying to get through as many of these as possible, but I will save some money because I don't need to buy all of these up again. I mean, I haven't actually read, as I said, the 7th one, but yay. Many HMA's Bride. Excited. Hello, but when I filmed this video, I forgot to mention Berserk, and I just wanted to mention it now, that I will be reading and continue Berserk. I'm trying to finish all the Dark volumes this year. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I want to continue all the time. I also have Helsing over here, but I haven't started that yet, so I don't know if when I will be reading those. I'm thinking when I'm done with Berserk. But yeah, I feel like I had to insert this clip and mention it. It wasn't on my list, so that's why I forgot, but I don't know how I could forget. So that was all of those I own the next one off, and then I have more that I have ordered. So we have Komi Can Communicate Volume 3 by Tomohito Oda. This is another one that I started now this year, last year. Since as you can see I'm on volume 3, I read 2 volumes and I'm gonna continue with volume 3. This is another series that has like literally 23 volumes or something. I don't know why they are all so long. I don't know why I start them when I have so many others I should get through first. But here we are, and I'm gonna continue this. And I really like it. It follows Komi, who has communication problems. She's trying to get 100 friends. And it's just about her and her new friends trying to get her more friends. And it's really sweet and humoristic, but also like really heartfelt as well. And then we have Blue Flag, which the next one I need to read is volume 6, and it's by Kaito. And this one, I think I said last year that I couldn't get hold of volume 3. And then I finally did. And now, as you can see, I'm on volume 6. I read actually 3, 4, 5. I read 3 volumes of it. Sorry, I needed to count. And then I think it's 8 volumes. I've tried to read 6, 7, and 8. So I think I will get to finish it now. So at least a short one I will get to finish. And I'm waiting for this one to come in because this was the last manga I finished in 2022, so I just ordered it and I'm waiting for it to come in. And then for more I'm in the middle of is My Interignorant's Boyfriend, volume 4 by Hanako-kun. This one, I think the next one I need to read last year was volume 3. When I read volume 3, I ordered volume 4. It says I ordered it January 30th, 2022. Like, I literally ordered it like almost right after in the beginning of the year, but it's not been released yet. It says the release date is 13th of June 2023. So literally, I am all caught up, and I will of course get my volume when it's out, but I can't believe I ordered it that long ago. It's been almost a year. I didn't even know. So I only read that one in that video because volume 4 has never come, but it's coming soon. So soon, it's like in 6 months. That follows. And then I have Flying Witch volume 11, which I ordered not that long ago. It's in October. And I actually caught up with this last year. I think it was on volume like 9. And then I had to read 9 and 10. Maybe 8 as well. I don't remember. But then volume 11 now is releasing. It says here 21st of February. So it's not that long until. I'm all caught up on that one. So that is really great as well. So that is why I haven't read more. But that means I'm all caught up. I think it's like 1 volume a year is coming. So when I read that was the one, the next one won't come until the next year. Which means that I can just read volume a year and feel all caught up and great. So that's a great time. And it follows Makoto, who is a witch, lives out with like her uncle and her family out in the countryside and like learning to be a witch as a princess and learning witchy stuff. And it's really, really sweet and cute and really like slice of lifey, but I really enjoy it. And I find it one of the sweetest things. And then we have No Origami, which I didn't order that long ago either. That is by Ajashi Toka. The next one I need to read is to volume 25. I think in last year's video, I had to read volume 23. So I read 23 and then 24 has also been released. I'm waiting for 25. So I am all caught up and it's one of my favorites, so it makes sense. It says it was released the 10th of January. So it is processing right now. Sorry, I didn't see that. It's processing right now, so my copy will arrive soon and I will go. Sometimes I read Origami at once. I don't care about the list and just read it at once because it's one of my favorites and I want to just read it at once. But then I know it's so long until the next volume comes out, so I like feel like it's okay that I wait. I will get it soon and I'm all caught up on that one as well. Then it is also Given, which I haven't ordered, but I need to do that because when I finished Given volume 6, volume 7 was not like available for pre-order yet because it's just like, it was not. Oh my god! It says it is available and everything. But Given volume 7 is now the next one I need to read. The next one I need to read was volume 6. So there's been no release since the last time I read this and now. And it follows this boy band where everyone is basically gay. I think I'm just gonna order this now before I forget again. I just couldn't order it at once and then I keep forgetting. And that would be another one. I just wanted to note really quickly as another reason I read this a bit slower is that I also have other things that is not manga that I read in between every third book. So like I have Solo Leveling, which I'm still reading, but I didn't want to mention it here because it's not a manga. And I have Sunstone and Monstrous and Saga. So I have like some like comics as well that I want to read. So they like count, not as a manga, but they count as a graphic form of a novel. That means that like when I read third books and they are in the list, I read those as well, so I don't only read manga. But so yeah, I read a kind of varied stuff and I enjoy it. But yeah, that is all the mangas I'm planning to read now in 2023. You know where I'm off to my series. I hope that is kind of interesting. It was interesting for me to look back on and like see how many volumes I actually read of each book. Now I also have a tracker in my reading journal so I can track a bit more and I think that will be fun. But yeah, I don't think I will make that much progress this year. Also, please tell me down below to not start that many series that has 20 volumes. That will be helpful. But yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. You shall see me in a new one. Check out my Patreon down below if you want to support my channel further. And again, you shall see me soon. Leave a pencil emoji down below if you enjoyed this because we draw manga, you know? And again, you should see me soon. Goodbye!